All right, we're gonna try this one more time with, audio instead of things being muted. Let's talk about Magic: The Gathering. It's a card game. The basic premise is you would take a variety of cards, build a customized deck that's unique to your playstyle, and you would play with other people who have built decks to their playstyle. Ultimately, there are a couple ways you can win this game. You reduce your opponent's life points to 0, or you force them to run out of cards by making them draw all their cards or discard all their cards until they can't anymore and the game is over. I've got a small collection. I wouldn't say I have amazing cards. It's just a small collection. Every once in a while, I'll pick some up. And since we've been at home for reasons, I've been teaching my sons how to play just to have something else to do. And it's been fairly entertaining. They've released a game called Magic: The Gathering Arena. Free to play, free to download. You can spend actual money playing the game, but I don't. So I have real cards that I can play with my sons and with friends, and then I can play online. The cool thing about playing online is you can play with basically anyone. When you do just the normal playthrough mode, it randomly finds you opponents to play with. And I just like doing this every once in a while because you can see all the different types of strategies, all the different cards that people have that put together. So I tend to play all the way to the end just to see everything that's going to happen. One thing I notice a lot though is that if I am far enough ahead in the game, or where it becomes pretty clear that I'm going to win the game, a lot of times the opponent will just self-destruct. I'm not one of those players. Basically, if you're playing me, we're gonna play until the last card, until the game actually says, hey, you lost, defeat. It's going to be that kind of game. And most of them just interested to see what the cards will do, and it gives you all kinds of weird card animations as you're playing. You see different things happening. It's very flashy and all of those cool things. There is a point to this. Just hang with me. Today, I was playing with someone. It looked like I was basically outmatched from the beginning, but there looked like I got to a point where maybe there was going to be a quick turn, and I wish I had been recording because I didn't know how this was going to end up. Basically, got to a point where it was very, very clear that I was not going to win this game. And you can do little emojis in the game to your opponent. Basically, he or she sent up the good game emoji, and I responded, good game. And then I sat there and waited for this really crazy animation where he's amassing this massive, massive army. Effectively, I've got 10 points left. He's got 37. He or she has 37 points left. I don't have enough to block nearly the amount of creatures that they have put on the field that could reduce my life points to negative something. Very clear, very easy victory. And the game actually makes it very easy for you. When you get to the combat portion, there's a button that says, you click, there's one button that says all attackers. You just click one button and hit confirm, and then it's just gonna be the math that happens there. But they didn't do that. Instead of wiping me out right after that good game comment, they went to the end of the stage, they didn't attack. So then it's my turn. And so I thought, oh, okay, this is a real sportsman. They're gonna give me a chance to see if I could turn it around with one card. All right, so I draw a card and there's nothing I can do with it. So yep, nope, I had my one shot, it's done. With all the animations and all of the different things that were happening on the field whenever it was this person's turn, they were basically getting more creatures every turn. Effectively, the next turn they get a 1 mana, they play it, and then they end up getting all these other creatures that are basically, every time they get land, they get more creatures, and then it splits off, and then that gets more creatures, and then they ended up with something like 786 of these token creatures. You only needed 10 to get rid of me, but they had 786, plus all of the other creatures there. So total wise, if they had attacked right then, they probably would have done somewhere around 800 points of damage to me that I could not block. They only needed 10. I said, okay, this is gonna be a really cool animation. We're gonna see, essentially 800 points or negative 800 points of damage. I'm kind of sitting there with the popcorn. And then the timer goes. Basically gives you a limited amount of time to make your moves before it kind of moves you to the next phase of the turn structure. This person waited long enough for it to basically bypass their attacks phase and go back to my turn. And I'm thinking, so you're giving me 2 cards to see what happens? So I draw my card, I go through, I place it, and still nothing magical that would change this situation. Nothing magical. I play it again, and then I kind of sit there and then I wait 1 more turn. It's their turn again, and they timed out. It timed out all the way around, and I started recording the last little bit, and all of a sudden, I guess because of 2 turns of no activity from this person, the game declared that they had defaulted. And I got the victory sign. I won this game. Why did I tell you this story? Okay, here's the thing. I always tell my sons when we're playing, you got to play every card. You play to the last. You see what's going to happen. You have to go all the way through. You can't just give up because it looks like you're going to lose, because it doesn't matter until you play the last card. You don't have to get snotty and be a sore winner because you're just guaranteed you're going to win, because every once in a while, somebody will trip at the finish line. And that is exactly what happened here. There was no way I should have won that game. But this person either went to get some coffee, just assumed I was going to quit like everybody else, and instantly I took a clearly negative 780 margin of losing to an easy victory, where I basically didn't do anything. Because he didn't finish the game. He or she didn't finish the game. And maybe somebody needed to hear that today. Finish the game. It's not over yet. It may look like it's darkest. It may look like it's done. Finish the game. Anyway. I got nothing else for you this week. I'll try to get back on schedule, making these videos, different content. I've been working on some music. I did do some music for Beattober in the background. I didn't record any of it. Shame on me. I should have been recording it. I'll put together something, share some music. Something new is going to come out of it. Anyway, do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you play Magic. If you want to play Magic together online, I am the 5-String Fury, of course. Let me know. I'm always willing to play a game. Anyway, see you in the next one.
If you like this video, like and subscribe.